Welcome to the Christian Business Advantage Podcast, the podcast for Christian authors, speakers, coaches, and virtual assistants. I'm your host, longtime virtual assistant, author, and speaker, Alicia Avant. On this podcast, we'll talk about how to build an online presence through email marketing, social media marketing, content repurposing, and building and maintaining your website. After serving Christian authors and speakers for over a decade, I have learned a great deal about their greatest needs, and it continues to be a privilege to serve them. Welcome to the podcast. Hey friends, and welcome back to the Christian Business Advantage Podcast. I am your host, Alicia Avant, and we are continuing our series for this month on the few things that actually matter in book marketing. Because there's a lot of advice out there, but not all of it is what truly moves the needle. So last week we talked about the foundation that most authors skip, clarifying your message and the transformation that your book provides. So today we're going to get something more practical and very powerful. Why getting to 50 Amazon reviews matters more than you think, and how to actually make it happen. So I work with the CEO of the Christian Publishers Association, Christian Indie Publishers Association, which is Susan Neal. I have been her executive assistant for SEPA for the last 3 years, and she tells new authors to get two things. One of those things is 50 Amazon reviews on their book, and the second is to have a free gift or lead magnet on their website. So those are things that are very important to new authors or to authors in general. So we're going to start with the 50 Amazon reviews. And reviews are not just nice to have for your book. They are a tipping point. Because when someone lands on your book page, they're asking, is this worth my time? Is this actually worth my money? Will this actually help me? And one of the few things that they look at, whether you think so or not, is how many other people have said yes to this book. So if your book has a couple of reviews, 5 reviews, it feels relatively untested. But when you start getting more reviews and closer to 50 reviews, something shifts, and it creates credibility, trust, and what we call social proof. It signals to them that other people have read this and it makes an impact. And that matters more than anything you could say in a description. But let's see what's happening behind the scenes. Reviews don't just influence people, they also influence Amazon's algorithm, because we all know that we have to deal with the algorithm on Facebook, on Google, on Instagram, on all the places, and Amazon is no different. More reviews on Amazon can lead to better visibility in the search, higher likelihood of being recommended, and increased conversions when people land on that page. So here's the key. Reviews don't just help people find your book, they help people choose your book. So think about your own behavior. When you're shopping on Amazon, what do? Do you look at the star rating, the number of reviews, and maybe even read a few of those reviews? Your readers are doing the exact same thing. So if you're focusing only on posting on social media and promoting your book, trying to get on more eyes on it, but you're not focusing on reviews, you may be missing a key piece of the puzzle. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to sound pushy. I don't know how to ask, people to review your book. So let's simplify. First, remember that asking for reviews is not selfish. It is serving the future readers of your book. Your review helps someone decide if the book is right for them or not. Now, here are some simple and natural ways to ask for an Amazon review. You can simply add a review request right inside your book. So at the end of the book, you can include a short note that says, if this book encouraged you, would you take a moment to leave a quick review on Amazon? It helps more readers find this message. Keep it simple, keep it sincere. Then you can also ask your existing audience. So if you have an email list, even a small one, that is gold. Send a message and thank them for their support and share why reviews matter and give them a direct link to where to review the book. So you can say, my goal is to reach 50 reviews and I would love your help. People love being part of a goal and helping you along. And then you can ask your warm network. So think about your friends, your clients, your past readers, your community, not in mass, but in a personal way. A simple message like, hey, if you had a chance to read my book, would you be willing to leave a quick Amazon review? It would mean so much to me. I have gotten these requests from authors like on Instagram, on a text message, something personal, and it made me want to do exactly what they were asking me to do. And then you can mention it in your content. You don't want to overdo it there, but occasionally you could say it. If you have a podcast, you could say it in your podcast. You could say it in a post on social media. You could put it on a story like on Instagram. And you just say, if you've read my book, leaving a review is one of the best ways you can support me, and even show them where to go. And one of the things that is important to do and that will simplify this process is to create a simple, repeatable review system. So here's where some authors miss out. They ask once and then they stop. Instead, I want you to think about this as a system, not a one-time effort. So a simple review system that you can use will include these different times during the life of your book. So the first time is during your launch phase. So you can send 1 to 2 emails asking for reviews, and then you can reach out personally to a few of those key people. And then you've got to make it part of your ongoing rhythm. You mention reviews occasionally in your content. You include the request in your email sequence or in your nurturing emails, and you keep that note in the back of your book. And then you can tie it to milestones. You can say, help me reach my first 25 reviews. And then you can say, my next goal is 50 reviews. And this gives something for people to rally around. And people like to be a part of your success. So you don't need 100 reviews or hundreds of reviews to see results. Getting to 50 can be a meaningful threshold that builds that momentum. And once you have a system in place, reviews can continue to grow over time without feeling forced or awkward for you. And if this feels uncomfortable, I want to encourage you. You are not asking people to promote you. You are simply inviting them to share a message that could impact someone else. And if your book truly helps people, then it's worth it to you to find others to help. So this week, here's a simple action step that you can take. Ask 5 people to leave a review. That's it. Start there. And begin thinking about how you can make this a part of your regular marketing routine and not an afterthought. Now, next week, we're going to talk about another foundational piece that often is overlooked by authors. Why starting your email list, even if you start small, is one of the most important things that you can do. And as always, if this episode was helpful to you, I'd love for you to share it or leave a review on the podcast. It helps more people to discover it. And if you'd like support in building a simple, sustainable marketing system for your book or your business, you can connect with me at AliciaAvantandCompany.com. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.